Here's the truth about success that most people won't tell you. When it comes to success, women think that maybe if they work harder or if they do more, they'll become successful. While successful women understand and recognize that in order to be successful, there are certain power habits that they need to adopt to give them the strategic advantage. I am a C-suite executive, and I am constantly around successful women. So if you are interested in this type of content, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you never miss out. So the first habit is they move in clarity, never in chaos. Successful women don't wake up every morning hoping that their day is going to go well. They actually plan their day. They identify 3 priorities that they are going to focus in on throughout the day. They also manage their time. And while other people are moving around frantically, they're very calm because they have been intentional about the energy that they're going to bring to the day. They also protect their time as if it is a valuable asset. What they understand is when it comes to time, time is one of those resources that you do not get back. So in order to make the most of your time, you have to be intentional about how you spend it. They don't allow other people's urgencies to become their emergencies. Not only do they use time management, but they use other tools and resources that is going to help them manage their time more efficiently. And they set the 3 priorities for their day. Always setting their priorities. Now, sometimes your day will just spin out of control because other things come up. But the difference is successful women will pause and reprioritize so that everything is not a priority. Because if everything's a priority, nothing is a priority. Nothing gets done. They protect their time and they're never afraid to say no. So they're very intentional about how they spend their time and what they say yes to. And they do it unapologetically. Successful women are also women who advocate for themselves. They utilize their voices because they know that in order to have the things that they want, to get that next promotion, to have the lifestyle that they want, they have to utilize their voices to communicate what they want and what they need. They're able to communicate reasons for their opinions. And they do it in a way where they're not being arrogant, but in a way where they are putting their very best capabilities and value on display because they're able to show their accomplishments, their achievements, and the best value that they've brought to the organization. Some women think that if they just put their heads down and wait, then someone is going to come along and recognize their talents. Whereas successful women actually use their voices to showcase their talents. They also make decisions based on the data that they have, not based on emotion. They understand that the data is going to put them in the best possible position to make the right decision. They don't query the room asking for consensus. They don't ask for permission. They trust themselves enough to make the decision based on the information that they have. Here's the thing. Some women are people pleasers. So they'll make decisions and they'll do it in a way where they're not causing conflict or trouble, or they're not getting people upset with them. They go along just to get along. Whereas successful women will make the decision and stand by the decision because they rely on the facts and the data. The next habit that a successful woman will utilize is she pauses before she speaks. Instead of speaking, blurting out the first thing that comes to mind, she actually pauses, process, and then she speaks with clarity and not with heat or anger. Whereas most people will get in a rush and they want to speak immediately. And successful women have mastered the art of listening for clarity. She doesn't talk just to hear her own voice. She doesn't speak to align with others. And she never just randomly communicates. She's very intentional with what she's saying, when she say it, and how she says it. Successful women also ask questions that other people are just simply afraid to ask. Oftentimes, you can be in a meeting and people are asking questions simply to hear their own voices. But when successful women ask questions, they are asking for understanding and clarity. The truth is, when you ask for understanding and clarity, then you're crystal clear on what it is you're trying to achieve. So what tends to happen with successful women, they will ask questions such as, what are we actually trying to improve? What is the outcome we are anticipating or expecting? As well as, what is the impact that we're trying to make? And what does success actually look like? She also invests in herself. She knows that in order to rise to the top, in order to be her very best self, she has to invest in her. So she will schedule wellness appointments as if it is the most important meeting of the day, of the week, of the month. So instead of putting off those kinds of appointments or making time for them randomly, she schedules wellness appointments. She may get a massage. She may take time out to get her hair done, to get her nails done, because that's what relaxes her. Or she schedules time during her day to go exercise or to take a walk or to just get out and breathe for 5 to 10 minutes away from the desk. She knows that in order to go to the top, she has to be in top form herself. She also curates her environment to match her ambition. So instead of working in a space that is chaotic, a space that really isn't a reflection of her, she curates the space, whether it's in her office or in her home. Because in order to be her very best self, or to bring her very best performance, these areas need to be curated so that her mind is free of clutter. Also, she curates the people around her. Her team is a group of people that she trusts, that she can be herself with. And that is her team at work, her team at home, her friends, her family. These are some habits that successful women utilize in order to get ahead, in order to become the very best at whatever it is they're trying to achieve. Let me know down below if you actually utilize some of these habits yourself, which one resonated with you, and also, which ones are you now going to utilize? Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time.